Okay, how y'all doing today? It's Sunday, 1 o'clock in the morning. Me reviewing the Royal Rumble I spent at my friend's house. I must say it was a pretty okay event. You know, it was predictable as shit. Um, like most of my buddies of mine, where I was watching the Royal Rumble with, they all predicted the outcome of the match of the separate Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. We didn't see Paul Heyman turning on Brock Lesnar at that moment. Like that shit was a spot that was very spontaneous and it was unpredictable because I was like, oh shit, ooh, it came out of nowhere. But there was some performers there that we knew what was going to happen. Like the thing with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. No, yeah. We all, my friend Travis was like, hey, okay, Brock gonna be in the fucking Royal Rumble because that's the best time to get to Roman, whatever. That was like, that shit was predictable as hell. Anyway, so it started the event off WWE Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns and Seth freaking Rollins. That was by far like the most funniest and funnest, if that's a word. No, it's not. That was the most funniest thing when Seth Rollins walked out to the Shield theme music. I was like, since to get under Roman Reigns' skin, and you could tell Roman Reigns was like, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He was heated. You know what I'm saying? But the back and forth between these two individuals will never let me down. These two individuals are by far, they the top performers of the company. That's the most. These wrestlers are the most highly favored in the eyes of Vince McMahon because they always deliver, and then Vince can always rely on them for a good show. You know what I'm saying? But the back and forth, the story in the ring, especially at the end, let me tell you something. Before I move further into it, SmackDown. Remember when Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns had that little promo session? And then Seth Rollins was wearing a purple suit with a green tie or whatever. It looked like the Joker. And me, I'm like, damn, this is like the Joker versus Batman in the way, And it seems like the roles swapped because, or maybe Seth Rollins was a heel all along. I'm not. It was heel versus heel match or like a heel versus heel moment. But I was like, they turned Roman Reigns to a babyface for the point that he was going to fight Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is a heel. I don't think he's a babyface. That motherfucker, he, my buddy said this and I agree with him. He owned that Seth freaking Rollins character mixed with the Drip King and what that nickname that he likes to call himself. The visionary, the visionary gimmick or fucking character. Seth owned that shit. You could tell he's having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of fucking wrestlers. I really want them to act like when the company give them something, and then the wrestlers will have their way with the character and have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? They find some of the characters that WWE gives them, they do suck. But with Seth Rollins, he just owns it. Like that fucking obnoxious laugh that he got. But anyway, oh man, back and forth action. The story in the ring was good. It's the best match on the show in its full entirety. Believe it or not, that's my opinion. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins killed it in this match, and one of the best. It was the best match in the entire card. And that shit was awesome. Especially how Roman Reigns just went full heel and just obliterated Seth freaking Rollins with them chair shots. Like, bitch, I'm the man here. Fuck you. And then he just walked away from it like, oh shit, like I'm Roman Reigns, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got disqualified, Seth Rollins won, but it didn't even matter. It was like he did that for effect to prove a fucking point. Like, I'm the tribal chief, you will respect me or whatever. But you gotta know that Roman Reigns, and let me hope, love that sound. You kind of noticed that Roman Reigns wasn't going to lose his title for nobody, man. I mean, it wasn't the correct time for him to drop it, because you know you still got you still got WrestleMania around the corner, you know. So that match was good. See here. Then you have the Women's Royal Rumble match. And then, now, let me tell you this. This Women's Royal Rumble match gotta be the best. It was the better Rumble match on the whole card. Because you have all the legends that came in, the female legends that came in. Even Becky Jaymes came out to Hardcore Country, which I was kind of shocked. I thought they was going to give her WWE slave thing. Whatever that shit is. But yeah, it did. Oh shit, Ivy came out. That old ass. She came out with a microphone and her right to censor getup, and the way she talked, it was like, hello, I used to be a smoker, whatever. She sounded like an old lady. I mean, she is older. She gotta be like probably 53 or some shit. But damn, you kind of knew that was his feller, you know. I'm so appalled that these women are not women. They pray around like little girls or whatever. You know, it was his filler. But soon as okay, Ronda Rousey came back and I think she was number 30, and as soon as I saw her come out, I was like, oh yeah, Ronda Rousey gonna win. Which I knew she was gonna win anyway, because WWE or the reporters that report of WWE can't keep their fucking mouth shut, because this is supposed to be a secret or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us, what's the word I'm looking for? Give us that spontaneity. Where, if I'm saying the word wrong, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, the anticipation was gone. Like, that was a big ass fucking moment. Ronda Rousey coming back to the company, and you knew when she walked out to the ring, she was going to win the match, because it was highly predicted that Ronda Rousey and big time Becky Lynch was going to face off at WrestleMania. That's a big WrestleMania moment. Since, you know, they both got unfinished business, Becky Lynch took the title from Ronda Rousey, and then Ronda Rousey felt some kind of way, like, you took my title. I would like to face you again at WrestleMania. So that shit was predictable. My friend wanted Liv Morgan to win that match, but you know, since they have been pushing her like very hard, but I didn't quite see it, because WWE did push Liv Morgan hard, but at the same time it was like they stopped. So I knew that the whole Liv Morgan thing kind of died out. But you have some people in the match that I didn't see nothing about them either, even for them to be good enough to win the match. It was just there just to have a good match in the Royal Rumble. But as soon as I saw Ronda Rousey, I was like, that's the winner. That's the winner right there. You know, it was some cringe moments. Like, I think, who was there was some lady was in the ring, and she like was speaking, Oh no, it was Tamina. Oh my gosh, he was trying to ad lib something. Like she said something within the match, and I was like, "Don't talk. You suck at talking. It comes off like you're trying too hard. Don't, don't talk." I was like, "Oh goddamn, no, no, no." And then her voice cracked when she talked. That was bad. Tamina is too old to be doing stuff like that. I'm sorry, her time has passed. I'm surprised that she was even in the Royal Rumble match. Blah, blah, blah. I'm surprised that she didn't get fired like fucking Nia Jax. You know what I'm saying? Because she's up there in age. How come you fire Morrison's wife? I forgot her name. Frankie Monroe, some shit. And she's like 35. Then you got Tamina in the company, and she's like 42 or so, whatever. Maybe she's protected because she's in that NOYE family, you know, The Rock and all them is in the same shit. But Nia Jax is a part of that family too. See, I think she's a second cousin twice removed or some shit. But she's in the same family. She got fired. Said, oh. I love my first soda in 2 weeks. Anyway, yeah, so the women's Royal Rumble was decent. It was the best, but it had more spots in it, like as far as legends, you know. So, damn, it was a long ass match. It's a long ass article. WWE Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Dewdrop. This is a match where I went outside and I hit the vape for like 15 minutes, and then I saw the last part of the match and it was over. I didn't really give a shit about this match. I didn't. Because we all know Becky was going to retain the title, so why the fuck would I be interested in watching the match? This match did nothing to me. It didn't. Even though I didn't watch SmackDown. If they on SmackDown? Yeah, they are on SmackDown. I didn't watch SmackDown. I saw highlights of it. I knew this match was going to happen. But I didn't care. Nobody cares about Dewdrop. Nobody cares about Becky Lynch. I don't care about none of these people. So this match was god-awful. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see anything special about this match. This was like, okay, Becky Lynch, we need to hook you up with an opponent. Dewdrop, you're the new opponent for Becky at the Rumble. That was basically it. So I didn't even shit about this match. It was a waste of time. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Now this match, I don't know, or I knew there was going to be a fuck finish or a double cross or whatever, but I didn't know what in the pot of what it was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to think about this match. I thought that Brock Lesnar was going to retain this title. Bobby Lashley will seamlessly become very close into capturing, but of how the finish was, oh my God, that shit was like, it shocked me, you know, because Lesnar looks bewildered and, spirit from Roman Reigns, and then, it was out of nowhere. Reigns had, snuck in, do some damage to the Beast, and then Paul Heyman gave, by request from Roman, the Universal title. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a World Heavyweight title. The main belt, in my eyes, the main belt. The blue belt was always that SmackDown title that don't mean shit. And he double-crossed Brock Lesnar. And then Roman Reigns hit Brock Lesnar with the title. Boom, Bobby Lashley is the new champion. It is what it is. We got a new WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. he got his title back. I'm very happy for that, because that was a fuck finish. He shouldn't have lost the title to begin with, but if he didn't lose the title, Big E wouldn't have been champion. But Big E, he was a good champion for the most part, a little bit decent, whatever. But they didn't use him. WWE didn't use Big E to his full climactiness. That's my word right there. WWE fucked Big E, but at the same time, it was good to see Bobby Lashley have his title back. So it was good. Another garbage match: The Miz versus Maurice, Edge and Beth Phoenix. I like Edge and Beth Phoenix ring attire. Maurice ring attire was awesome. But it seems I was looking at how she was moving in that fucking thong. I was like, damn, that gotta be fucking uncomfortable, you wrestling in that thing. But yeah, it was a good match. I enjoyed it for what it was, just because Belle Phoenix, it was the first time back in the ring and whatever. I didn't really care about the whole dynamic of the match. It was just, but Belle Phoenix looked nice. You know what? They were talking something about Belle Phoenix. Her hairdo in the match. Don't she look like that fucking bitch in Mortal Kombat that screams at you? Who was that? Sindel? Sindel from Mortal Kombat? Oh, man. It's Sindel. I think it was Sindel. Whatever. I don't know. It was a garbage match. I didn't like it. Then you got the men's Royal Rumble. This Royal Rumble was predictable as hell, because at the end, my friend was right. Brock Lesnar was going to inject himself at number 30. He was going to win the Royal Rumble just to get at Roman at WrestleMania. That was pretty predictable. We all knew at some point Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar was going to come together again. It was going to be at WrestleMania, so they had to devise a plan just to make it somewhat intelligent. So yeah, Brock Lesnar is the winner of the men's Royal Rumble. I thought it'd be awesome if Randy Orton did it. I don't know, or even AJ Styles. AJ Styles came out with the Shawn Michaels pose or whatever, because he came out number one. Talk about AJ Styles, but his dreams didn't come true. But it was kind of lackluster. Because the only surprise that we saw was Bad Bunny and Johnny Knoxville. That was it. I did feel sad that Drew McIntyre didn't win, because it seems like WWE just screwed over Drew McIntyre, and then they want to put Brock Lesnar in a spot. I don't know. It is what it is. So it was only 4 matches, because it's Royal Rumble. The 2 big matches is like the Royal Rumble matches. That was like an hour long and shit. So that took up most of the time. So it was only 4 matches. But it was like the whole event was like 4 or 3 hours long or whatever. I'm not sure. The Royal Rumble took up most of the spots anyway. But anyway, that's it. It was some mad pay-per-view. So it was a pay-per-view that you ain't got nothing to do, so you watch the Royal Rumble. Excuse me. So it is what it is. Peace out. Oh, shit. What I'm doing? I just said peace out like I'm going to end the fucking show. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel. Hit that like button. Social media links will be down in the description box below. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Also, click on that bell. Click on the bell. Anchor, podcast. Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. There it is. I'm on there. You hit me up. What's to talk about with Dray Jaymes? What you talking about? Not you, but shoe. Like I'm going deep country with it. So SHU. What you talking about with Dray Jaymes? And then I'll be on Storyfire and I'm going to put this on IG. Anyway, babies, that's my take on the Royal Rumble. It was a mess show that you need to be drunk to enjoy it, but we didn't have any liquor. Anyway, peace out, bitches.